Hello there, Scorpio. Amyenergy here with your weekly tarot message. If you have not, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I make a new video. We are working with the Thoth Tarot this week, pulling out for our environment, connections, and contributions. Now keep in mind this is a general reading. It will not resonate for every Scorpio out there. So please do use your own intuition to take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you want to book a personal with me, you can do so on my website at amyenergy.online. Okay, so we have past, present, and future here. Let's get into our environment. Okay, Scorpio. In the past, I do see us very comfortable, very safe here with the Satiety card coming out, the Ten of Cups. We're clarifying today with the holographic Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Okay, little Ace of Wands wanting to jump out here. Two want to come out here, the Three of Wands and the Fool. So it's a really interesting energy here. I do feel like there could have been a situation in our most recent past, Scorpio, where we really felt like something was possible here with the Fool. We really felt like if we went for something, if we planned accordingly, it would work out, right? This is something to do with our environment. Okay, we really saw the potential, I feel, for this Ten of Cups to have everything that we wanted, right? The Ten of Cups is a beautiful card. This is just really a loving environment. Now, in our current energy, though, I do feel like we have the Two of Discs change. So maybe it is the reality of a dream here that is sinking in for us, and we're realizing that it's actually a lot of work. Okay, the Four of Pentacles, we just don't have the energy to put into something here. Okay, we really want to be strong and enduring. And we are very much being strong. We are enduring a situation, but I do feel like there is a sacrifice that we're making. And that sacrifice may be, our happiness. Not to say that we're completely miserable. I don't feel that. We have the Strength card on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like we have an understanding that we're working for something that's really important to us, and it's heart-centered. It's not to say we don't have love in our life, but I do feel like our environment could be lacking that type of contentment in some ways in the current moment. Okay, in the future, we have the Nine of Discs, which is the energy of gain. So I do see something working out here for you, Scorpio. Now, I can't tell the future, right? I can just read the energies of today, but that can tell us a lot. You do have free will, though. So let's go ahead and clarify this Nine of Discs. We have the Hanged Man here. So I do feel like it's an interesting energy, and the Strength card again coming out on the bottom. So I do see you really enduring, and it is for a financial gain here with the Nine of Discs. And I see you here in the near future a little bit hung up in some way here. And I want to actually clarify this Hanged Man. But I feel like what we're thinking about here is the same thing we were thinking about in the most recent past. Like it really seems like we were trying to work something out to be able to have it all, right? We want the money and love. We want to have this true contentment, but it just feels like you don't have the energy to put into everything, and you're focusing much more on the money. And so of course that's what we're left with, right? In the future we have the money without the love. Again, not to say there's no love. You have love in your heart for what you're doing, but you don't have the 10 of cups, right, that we had in the past. So I do feel like once you get it all, like, what is having everything if you don't have love in your life, right? And not to say everyone feels that way. I just feel like that's the way you might be feeling with this Hanged Man, if this reading is resonating for you. Yeah, Six of Pentacles here. So it's like where you put your energy, that's what grows for you. Yeah, Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I do feel like, you're going to really be contemplating here in the near future on how to come towards somebody, how to, speak with them. It could be messages going back and forth, or, but I feel like it's not even a reality. It's just something you're thinking of. Like, you could be anticipating what someone would say to you, even if you are not having a conversation with them, right? So it's very interesting here, Scorpio. Of course, oh yeah, and the Nine of Swords wanting to come out. With that Knight of Swords again on the bottom of the deck, I feel like, two nines here, we could be really afraid of what someone might say to us, but it's like, it's better to just get it over with than to stay stuck on it, right? And try to allow your perspective to change here, right? With the Hanged Man, sometimes it feels like we're hung up on something, but, if we give it a little time and really open up our mind, we can maybe wrap our head around a situation a little more. So that will resonate a little differently for all of you, but let's move into connections here. Okay. Similar energy I'm feeling coming out in our connections, Scorpio. I feel like in the past there was someone who was really willing to invest in you, or vice versa. You were very willing to invest something here, right? With the Princess of Discs, it might not be, there was more potential than an actual, like, big investment, but there was a lot of potential for something to grow here in the past. Yeah, okay, Page of Pentacles, same card, different deck. So I definitely feel like, with the Hierophant here, this is a heavy energy, and it's a complicated energy. So it's very interesting. I feel like we did have a very solid connection here in our past. And in the current moment, we have the Three of Swords, sorrow. Okay, so with the Hierophant, we could have been kind of, under a lot of pressure from society, from our job, right? This is a major conflict. However, I do feel like maybe we chose to walk away, invest elsewhere, and so we could be feeling this loss. We could really be coming to the truth of the situation, and that truth is, really causing us some pain to really acknowledge the truth of a situation. Okay, let's see what we can get to clarify. Okay, Two of Pentacles. The truth of the situation, Scorpio, is that I feel, again, there was like a heavy energy on you with that Hierophant, but now, I do feel like I'm not going to say you made a wrong choice, right? Because with the Hierophant, it was a very difficult choice for you to make. I don't feel like it was an easy choice, but I feel like you're just dealing with the truth of what your choice means right now. And you're working hard with the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like you sort of chose work over a connection, right? Because we have the same card, different deck over here. So it's like in the past, we had 10 of Cups. We were actually really considering how to make something work here because I feel like there was a lot of potential in this connection. And it may be that both parties only had a little bit to give and it just wasn't enough, you know? So you could really be feeling left out in the cold now because of the choice that you made, even though I don't know what other choice you could have made in the situation. But regardless, we are not feeling good. All right, we are kind of getting to some sort of completion, I feel, but now, we're feeling like it's kind of empty in the current moment. Now, in the future, I do see that we are going to have some peace of mind, right? Like right now, there is pain, there is sorrow because we've had to open up to a truth that might not have been comfortable to acknowledge. But I do see us in the future here with the Four of Swords finding some peace of mind around that. Oh gosh. The Ten of Swords coming out. So, Ten of Pentacles is here too. So I feel like, you know, it's it's a tough situation. It's painful. It's painful because I feel like we are getting to where we are headed, right? Like where the choices that we've made and what we've really been trying to manifest, I feel like we're getting that. But with the 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, even though this is a really positive card, paired with the 10 of Swords, I just feel like there's something you're going to really be feeling like something is missing. And, it's going to be painful. But with the 10 of Swords, it isn't ending. So you will be able to, start from scratch, start new, start over, right? Rock bottom is a pretty solid foundation. So I do see some pain here having to do with the ending of a connection. However, it's just something that I feel maybe was inevitable. I don't know that you had another choice in the matter. Okay, moving into your contribution. Okay. So, in the most recent past, we have the Knight of Cups. So, I definitely see us really moving towards something here, right? Even though we had this loving connection, I'm feeling, there was maybe some hope with that in the past, but I feel like we did make a conscious effort to kind of set our emotional needs aside so that we could go after a dream here with the Knight of Cups. Let's clarify that. I mean, this is all looking very good here in your contribution. Yeah, you've really been putting the work in, Scorpio. Okay, yeah, there you are, moving away from a situation. It's very clear in your reading. There's something here that was in your life very satisfying, and you've had to walk away from it in order to put all your eggs in one basket here, put all of your effort into one thing, really lining up all of your resources. And in this current moment, the card completion is coming out. So even though when it comes to our connections, there is this pain here, there is a sense of accomplishment and harmony within our contribution to society. Okay. Yeah, justice is coming out. Okay, so I feel like, oh, justice is coming out with the Seven of Swords. So, I do feel like we've really put ourselves first. And, this Seven of Swords, it is, it's not exactly the nicest energy what I'm feeling here, Scorpio. Um, I kind of feel like we, this can be a liar, cheater, thief, right? I do feel like somebody could be feeling a little bit burned by us because I feel like we really just were kind of ruthless in putting ourselves first and our own desires first. And we're getting justice even still. We did what we had to do to get justice for ourselves. So I feel like you're feeling good about it too. I don't feel like you feel very guilty, but um, in the future you might, because in the future we have the High Priestess here. So I do feel like even if someone else doesn't know that you lied to them, even if someone else doesn't know what you did, you still did it. And you still are going to know that in a deep place within you. You're still going to know that here with the High Priestess. And the King of Pentacles is coming out. So it's really interesting. Four of Cups here. I do feel like, it's, I'd be careful a little bit, Scorpio. I feel like you are achieving a lot as far as career advancement, money here with the King of Pentacles, but the High Priestess is really asking you to question, like, at what cost? At what cost are you succeeding? Because with the Four of Cups, this is stagnant. What is having money if you don't have anyone to share it with, right? We have the Devil on the bottom of the deck too. And so, this might not resonate for all of you, but for some of you, you may be almost addicted to money and success. And that's a very common in this capitalistic society. So, you have to be careful. You want to, of course, make sure that you're okay, that you're taken care of, and that you're moving forward toward your dreams. Um, but, oh, I don't know. I don't want to speak too much more on that. Um, with this being a general reading, I don't want to be insulting, but it's a concerning energy with that Devil and Four of Cups over your reading. It's like, that the Devil can also be very sexual. And um, it's just really interesting. I don't like the patriarchal vibes. And there's no gender associated with the King of Pentacles, but this King of Pentacles, it just kind of like reminds me of capitalism and patriarchy, especially combined with that Devil, right? So I definitely feel like we don't, if this is resonating for you, Scorpio, you don't want to become somebody who doesn't care about who they hurt and just cares about success, right? That's like a really bad place to be. And maybe you're going to get away with it in this lifetime. Maybe you're still going to get justice even when you're doing wrong by people. But, oh, baby, your next lifetime, I don't want to see your birth chart if that's how you're going to do people dirty like that. Okay? You can't be doing that. All right? But, anyways, I'll keep my judgments to myself. I'm just reading the energies here, Scorpio. No judgment from me. All right, let's get you some oracles. All right, past, we have dare. Present, ignite. And the future, endure. Okay? Yes, speak up is on the bottom of the deck. And I feel like this is important. I feel like we do need to speak up. We have the Seven of Swords on the bottom here in this portion of the reading. So I definitely feel like, you know, it's interesting because the High Priestess is here too. And I don't think we need to show our cards to everyone. But I feel like there definitely could be someone here who has shown you nothing but love. And in regards to that person, you should be more straightforward with them, right? You shouldn't, if you've told them a lie, anything, I feel like you should tell them just for your own self because you are feeling the pain of, living with this truth in the current moment. So in the past, dare is here. I feel like we weren't necessarily being very thoughtful. We were, being pretty daring, just kind of putting our urges first, jumping right in. Um, in the current moment, I feel like we're trying to more channel that energy into one thing here with Ignite. We're really trying to, you know, get a specific thing going. And Endure is coming out in the future. So, I do see us building something here that is long lasting, right? This is like earth energy, and there's a lot of success to be had here, long lasting success. Okay, so really, really an interesting reading for you, Scorpio. Let's get you an oracle. See, well, some additional oracles from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. We're just going to pull one oracle, a general message, pulling it all together for you. Courage is coming out. And abundance on the bottom of the deck. I know there is abundance here for you, Scorpio, for sure. Okay. Rocky seashore. The sacred landscape wants you to know. Step forward, throw your shoulders back, and stand up for yourself with passion. Speak up for those less fortunate. Be impeccable in all of your actions. This isn't the time to be timid and pull back. Don't be limited by the beliefs of others. Use your passion to make a difference. Courage doesn't mean that you aren't afraid. Fearless means fear less. Acknowledge your fear and take action anyway. Make a stand. You are strong and powerful and have great valor within you. All right, let's read abundance too. Wildflower Wonderland. Everything is blossoming in life. Open yourself to receive. Abundance, fulfillment, and prosperity are ready to be activated in your life. Life desires you to prosper. You are moving toward an outpouring of money, energy, time, or love. Opportunities are limitless. However, you must take action in the direction of your dreams. Don't wait for abundance to fall into your lap. Take steps. Give deeply and fully. Don't hold back. This card reveals that this is a great time to make investments. The more you give with a free and open heart, the more you will receive. Be grateful for what you already have, and even more will flow to you. Oh, really lovely energy here, Scorpio. Let's get you an affirmation for the week. All right, this is something that you can screenshot, take with you, and say every day. All right, just showing up for yourself, letting the universe know you're checking in. All right. Affirmation for Scorpio. All right, we have life doesn't have to be perfect in order for me to choose happiness. Today, I choose happiness. Okay, wow. So maybe, with that card coming out, maybe there's not even like, I mean, I feel like there's definitely another person in some parts of this reading, but, with this 10 of Cups, maybe that isn't even like another person that made you happy because this is in your environment. This could be your own self. And the same with this 7 of Swords. Like you could be not being straightforward with yourself about what you really even want. Okay, maybe that's true for some of you. So choose happiness and choose to, do the things that make you the happiest. Okay, we are going to get a little bit more deeper into a love reading here now, next Scorpio. So I do want you to keep in mind that this is a general reading, okay? So it is not going to resonate for every Scorpio. You got to take it all with a grain of salt and understand that this is really just for fun. Okay, I feel like these love readings are really fun to do, and it's more showing you the type of readings that I can do and how I read the cards and all of that, but I don't want this to be something that you're basing your life off of, okay? Just for fun. Now, for this portion of the reading, you are going to want to have a specific person in mind. And we are going to see how your person feels about you, starting with their current energy. Okay. What is the current energy of Scorpio's person? Oh, interesting. So your person is building something here, Scorpio. They're really getting a lot of clarity in their life, a lot of clarity on what they're building. Lovers on the bottom of the deck, they're really thinking about how they show up in relationships, what they want in a relationship. Okay. Now, how they feel about you. Confused. Okay. But the Page of Wands is here. So I do feel like Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck, I feel like they kind of feel like you've been in and out of their life, like you're more ruled by your sexual desire. And to a certain extent, they may be willing to entertain you with the Page of Wands, but they're definitely, I feel, holding back some energy because of their confusion. Like they might just keep it like lighthearted and optimistic when they talk to you with the Page of Wands. But I do feel like, they like you. They're like, yeah, Scorpio's a good person. Sure. I won't say nothing bad about them, but they're kind of confused by some of your actions, is what I'm feeling. Now, what is the action that your person would like to take toward you? What action would Scorpio's person like to take toward them? Okay. Yeah, I was getting a sense there was a little more emotions with the 7 of Cups. Okay. I feel like they really want to move on. They really want something more healthy. They want to follow their dreams. They want, you know, I feel like to a certain extent, they want to offer you their cup of love here with the Knight of Cups on the bottom, but they understand that maybe they're a little bit delusional, right? That's where this grieving is coming out. They're really dealing with reality and understanding they have to move forward. And the Knight of Pentacles is a slow energy. Oh yeah, with the Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck, I feel like their struggle here is not linear. It's not like they've just, they have chose to walk away. But I do feel like the lines of communication are still open here with the Page of Cups, and that's why things are getting confused. But really, the action they would most like to take is to be responsible with their heart, to grieve. But I do feel like they're just a very optimistic and loving person. So it can be a little bit difficult here for them. Okay, let's get your current energy here in this situation, Scorpio. What is Scorpio's current energy in this connection? The Tower, okay. Yeah. Wow. So, I mean, there it is, right? There's that Seven of Swords again. I feel like you maybe lied to this person, right? Or kind of like did something to them. And I feel like maybe they even have an idea that you did, but they're just kind of confused. Okay, maybe you've tried to manipulate them a little bit with the language that you've used, and you've succeeded in making them a little bit confused, making them think that, you know, you're their friend whenever I kind of feel like with this Tower moment, like, wow, I'm going to pull another card just to clarify this Tower. Because it's like, I feel like maybe to a certain extent you're lying to yourself too, because look at you. You're like working on something here, which we've seen that in your reading, working very hard. And I do see it like being a success, but like you're not even seeing like what you're losing here, right? And that's where we've seen here with the Ten of Swords. Like when I was saying like rock bottom is a solid foundation to start your life, but things are falling apart right now having to do with this connection, and you're not even seeing it, right? Like you're just not even paying attention to the damage that's being done right now. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Your person may be moving on and you don't even know it, Scorpio. Okay, and that might be what hurts. You might get to where you're going and realize they found someone new while you were busy not focused on them. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay. How does your person think you feel about them? How does Scorpio's person think that Scorpio feels about them? And that Ten of Cups trying to fly out, Ten of Pentacles trying to fly out, Queen of Cups trying to fly out. Okay, your person definitely feels like you love them. Yeah, Four of Wands trying to fly out. Your person, oh, okay, let's just see what comes out before I start speaking on this, but it's just too funny what's flying out. How does Scorpio's person think they feel about them? Mm. Too many, too many. Just one more, please. Okay, so Eight of Swords, like your person, I feel feels like I mean, look at this image. This is how your person thinks you feel about them, like that you're not seeing them. You're working harder to keep yourself safe. Um, but at what cost, right? The Death card coming out. Wow. This is very intense, and there's that 10 of cups again. So I do feel like your person feels like you're holding yourself back from the love that you could have with them. You know, they really feel like it would take almost a miracle, like a major transformation here with the death card, for you to really see what I feel was right in front of your face, right? I feel like you honestly had a chance to have this really, there's the 10 of Pentacles, to have it all, right? The 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups is really having it all. That's emotional fulfillment, good communication, abundance. That's a good life. And your person, whether it's true or not, I feel like it could be because it also came up in your reading, but your person feels like you could have had it all with them and you basically just chose to stay stuck in your current situation. All right. What's the best advice for Scorpio? The best advice for Scorpio dealing with this connection. The Hanged Man. That's what came out here in your environment with the Fool. So I do feel like, honestly, Scorpio, with the King of Swords coming out, it's like literally you have to start being straightforward. Like, you know, we had that 7 of Swords coming out in your energy. Like, that's you. That's your energy, right? You're not being straightforward. Maybe you don't feel like you're lying, but if this reading is resonating for you, this King of Swords is asking you to step into your integrity. Like, be a person of your word. Like, stand up for what you believe in and know what that is, right? I feel like with the Hanged Man, we could be very confused and kind of in suspense about who we even are, who we really want to be. And it's like, you know, with the Fool, it's like we do have to get out of this energy where we're just holding ourselves back. We have to be willing to jump in, right? And not be afraid of the consequences. If we do that, we have, like, if you want love in your life, which I do feel like you got to also be honest with yourself about that. You can't just be like, no, I don't want love in my life when you do, right? And in order to have love in your life, you have to jump in and trust. So it's a lot, Scorpio, but I think there's a lot for you to think about. And we did have this 4 of Swords truce coming out here. So, you know, I feel like whether you want to think about it right now or not, in the future, the universe is going to force you to really sit with yourself on this. And honestly, it may be too late for this particular connection when that happens. Because, like I said, I feel like you're not even seeing your person moving on to new love here. Your person is no longer waiting, right? And that could be this too with the Page of Wands. Um, you know, I feel like they're very confused about what you want here. And so they might just be going out exploring other options. Maybe they're even confused about what they want. Okay, but there, I definitely, you know, we clarified this Tower with the Ace of Cups. So I feel like they're going to choose themselves and they're going after new love. Okay. Let's get one card. I love this deck, Scorpio. Full disclosure, it usually leaves me like more confused than I was when I than before I pulled them, but they're a lot of fun. So let's see what comes out here. We're going to pull a card for you and a card for your person. All right, angels, ancestors. What card does Scorpio need for love life advice? All right, we have Pablo Picasso. Make seduction the greatest work of art. Begin all affairs with good intentions. Remember, it's not age, it's experience. Ooh. And let's see the love advice that your person needs right now. What love advice does Scorpio's person need? Any cross watchers? This one's for you. Okay, what advice do we need? We have Oscar Wilde. I can resist everything except temptation. Hearts are made to be broken. True friends stab you in the front. Damn. Whew. This is a heavy energy I'm feeling in your reading, Scorpio. I feel like this is this connection. True friends stab you in the front. Like, I was feeling like this person really is your friend. And, ooh, ooh. Oh my gosh, I can't even speak. I'm wordless. That takes a lot, Scorpio, but your reading here today did it to me. All right. Now we want to see, what would Scorpio's person come forward and say to them if they had the courage to speak their absolute truth. What would Scorpio's person say to them if they had the courage to speak their truth out loud? I feel like they'd have a lot to say to you, Scorpio, because all these cards are trying to fly out, but we just want 2 cards. All right, they would say, I am ready, okay? I feel that. They are very much ready. They're ready for what they want to build. And what else would they want to say to Scorpio? All right, what other message? One last message. I admire how hard you work. Okay, wow. I am so jealous. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, I am so jealous. But that's really, wow. That's sweet, Scorpio. They really do admire how hard you work. Okay. I don't think it's going to stop them from finding new love behind your back, though. They maybe admire how much you work, but they want you to work on them a little bit, you know? That's what I'm kind of feeling. I feel like that's where they're at here with this King of Pentacles. They're very practical, right? Like, they have love for you, but they've learned how to temper that, right? I'm feeling that in their energy, how they want to come towards you. It's like they understand. They do admire how hard you work, and they understand that you can't give them what you need. And maybe sometimes they can get lost in a daydream, right? Because we had that Knight of Cups over this portion, but they know it's not practical. Maybe that's why they're so jealous. They're so jealous of your work. But they're working on grieving you so that they can move on and have love in their life. So, yeah, there you go, Scorpio. If it resonated, if you appreciate this reading at all, please do go ahead and hit that thumbs up, like, comment, share, subscribe. Anything you do to help my channel, I greatly appreciate it. Follow me on Instagram at amyenergy, on TikTok at amyenergy3. If you want to book a personal, you can do so on my website, amyenergy.online. But most importantly, have a wonderful week. I love you. Take care.